Good afternoon, everyone. It's Katie from Without a Crystal Ball. So it's been a busy, I swear we do so many different topics on this channel if you're brand new, but lately we have been in the thick of a lot of different stories as it relates to the franchise that we cover a lot on this channel, which is Teen Mom. So if you're brand new to my channel, welcome. If you are a subscriber, welcome back. And to all of my members, thank you so much for supporting the channel. I appreciate all of your help every single day. All right, so if you want to subscribe and you haven't yet, go down here and click the subscribe button and then turn notifications on and ring the bell if you know, so you know when I go live. Notifications are not working, so make sure you check out my social media as well, and you will also know when I go live because I post to all of my social media before. So we have been talking about Kail Lowry and her baby daddy, Chris Lopez, who she has been back and forth, on and off for a number of years. He is the father to her 2-year-old son, Lux, and he and her have had I would say, interesting relationship. We don't really know a lot about them because she doesn't talk about him. He refuses to film for the show. So really the only thing that we have ever seen of him are photos that she shares on Instagram, or if you happen to catch one of his Instagram lives. Yesterday, he was actually on Instagram Live, and he was acting a little odd. I'm not gonna lie. He was laughing and telling people to follow Team Mom Shade Room, who was the one that broke the story about Kail being pregnant. And then when people asked if anyone was pregnant, he said no. But to be honest, he seemed sort of out of it, kind of loopy. I don't really understand what he was talking about, so take that all with a grain of salt. But today he was due in court because back in October he was arrested. And the arrest stemmed from a altercation that he apparently had with Kail. So back in 2019, in the fall, she took out an RO against him following a dispute. And then he had a violation of that, which then picked up another arrest. And so one of the cases he has pending had a court date this morning. At the same time, he had another violation. So today, while he was in court today, there was an outstanding warrant for a violation for a warrant that was put into place on January 13th. So it was just over a week ago on Monday, the same day that the news broke about her pregnancy. So another violation. So he is currently being held in Newcastle County Detention Center. He is, according to court records, his next court date will be on March 9th. There was a case review today on the court record, and then he also has, it looks like all of the cases are connected. So the next time he will be in the courtroom is March 9th. He is currently, according to the court records, he's located at the Howard R. Young Correctional Institution, and he is being held right now. So, wow. In the past week, we've had all of this stuff coming out about Kail. She's not confirmed or denied anything. He is saying that she's not. Then his dad said that she was, and his aunt was the one that leaked everything. Then all of this stuff comes forward about this relationship that they have and how it has a lot of DV involved in it. Now, in this case, Kail is he apparently attacked Kail. So there's been a lot of back and forth on a lot of different Instagram pages. Teen Mom Shade Room was getting a ton of different messages from people, from his family, saying that there's a lot of stuff that's troubling about him. He's got a lot of stuff going on emotionally and mentally right now, apparently. So, and the problem here is that Kail doesn't ever talk about him, so we really know nothing about him. When she does talk about him, she always just says, we always get back together, or even when we're not together, we're together. And then last week we also saw that, you know, during this period of time when she apparently had this RO, she was texting another woman that was apparently involved with Chris, telling her to like go away, that Chris wasn't interested in her. And that was from November, and apparently the RO was taken out in October. So, and then there's this whole issue is like, does she have a bun in the oven or not? We have no idea. And apparently Kail is not interested in filming any of this for the show, which to me is odd, right? When it comes to legal issues on Teen Mom 2, the girls have to be very open to filming just their life as it unfolds. That's the point of the show. And with this current situation, apparently the Ashley reported this afternoon that she is unwilling to film anything related to the legal cases. She's unwilling to talk about it for the show, and she's unwilling to even discuss the pregnancy on the show. And when the production wanted to work with her on it, apparently she got her lawyers involved. So how is it, and this isn't just a criticism to this, how is it that when somebody has something this big going on and they have a contract with a network to show all aspects of their lives, do they have the wiggle room to deny that we not talk about something because I don't want to? Or is it because she's concerned about the RO? Or is it that she's concerned about a lot of different things? I can't figure out this aspect. I mean, he certainly isn't going to be on the show, but she is dealing with all of this in her private life. And I just can't, the way that MTV is kind of like skated around all of this is very confusing, because they haven't really done this with other people. I mean, they maybe did it a little bit with Leah when she was, when she went away for anxiety, you know what I mean? And they've kind of danced around the same issue with with Kate Baltera when she also went away. And it was, she was doing a lot of lighting up of the herb. But when you're on a reality show and you have these really big issues going on, like for instance, Teen Mom OG, which still doesn't have an new date launch. I haven't heard of an air date for when the next season will start for Teen Mom OG. But with that coming up, and Amber's case being front and center, and now there's all of this stuff going over on Teen Mom 2, with the ratings being like kind of in the toilet at this point, it just seems odd that there wouldn't be more pushback from the producers to get this filmed for the show. Again, I don't know all the legalities here. I only know what I know from reading online. So at this point in time, Chris is currently held. He had court today. He has court again March 9th. There are absolutely no details listed about whether or not he has bail, or there's also, interestingly, no mugshot, and no details about like if he'll be released, or because this is maybe his second violation, they're not allowing him to be released. I really don't know. Delaware, Newcastle County does not have the best record system. I found out everything this through the Vine link, which is a way to search for different inmates. You can also search for active warrants, but you can't actually search for active cases unless you have civil cases online. So to get the criminal stuff, we would actually have to call the court and get it sent over. So stuck with that one. So right now, this is where we're at. He's behind the clink. She's not denying or confirming the potential that she has a bun in the oven. She's not going to film any of this for the show. And there's this humongous elephant in the room of a relationship that's been going on behind camera for years that we've never seen. And I don't know, as a viewer, it just seems weird. Am I the only one that feels that way, that it's odd that there's this ongoing relationship that none of us know anything about because he refuses to be filmed? I can't remember if he wants to. I think he didn't get the amount of money he wanted. I can't remember why he doesn't actually I recall him talking about it on an Instagram live, saying that he didn't get enough money to be on the show. So I'm not sure. So either way, this is not a good situation for Kail. I hope at some point she realizes that this is not a good place for her to be in with her kids. And if she does have something going on where she has a bun in the oven, I hope she's taking steps to take care of herself. She's been very active on social media talking about going to therapy, so I really hope she continues with that and tries to like take care of herself so that she stops making these choices with this guy that clearly is not treating her well. Because I feel like Chris has probably been giving her a lot of scraps, and for some reason she's been okay with that. And I don't think that's a good place for any woman to be. I hope she learns her worth and realizes that she could be, you know, someone's whole person instead of just the crumbs. All right. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. And if you've missed my notifications, which are not being posted on anywhere these days, make sure you check out all of my social media where I post everything. If you haven't seen my video I interviewed Amy Duggar King, and that is up on my streams. There's also a stream about Cortland Rogers spending some time also in the clinker, and Farrah. It's three stuff related to Teen Mom today. I need to find different content today, but all this legal stuff is happening today. I gotta follow where the stories go, right? All right, you guys, I'll be back in a little while. Bye.